what's up? Welcome to Bread Brothers. We're back again. As promised, we've got our two friends here, Sami and Tony. We're going to talk about NFTs. Last episode, we said that we'll talk about NFTs, but we didn't. So here we are. Let's get into it. We said we're going to talk about CloneX. So Tony, this is all about you, my friend. Tell us what is happening in the
it's controversial. I'm sure that you guys would have seen. Anyone who was watching this title purposely look for CloneX. They did their Dutch auction, and they pulled out their Dutch auction. They paused their Dutch auction. They turned around and said, "Yeah, did you not hear that, Sami?"
Nah, fill me in. So
okay,
that's quite odd.
So Artifact, which me and Ibi are Bullish is crazy on. We've made videos on this in the past, and we had we put price predictions, we put everything on it, and we got caught by surprise on a few things. We haven't had too many discussions since last night because we've been busy, but they did a Dutch auction, which starts very, very, very high at 3 ETH. Normally you see this stuff maybe starting at 1 ETH, and it goes down by every 5 minutes. It drops, maybe by 10% or 5% until it all sells out. Okay, anything that doesn't sell out goes back into their wallet, and they use it for giveaways and they resell it or whatever. Artifact started at 3 ETH, and for every 30 minutes it dropped by 0.1 ETH. Right, so as bullish as I still am, they were trying to secure the bag here, and they did sell a fair bit in a short time space. But everyone on Discord was just trying to, they weren't exactly fudding it, but it's a hard project to enter if you didn't own one of the other eligible items. Yeah. So if everyone was going price target 1 ETH, price target 1 ETH, price target 1 ETH, but the Dutch auction, which people didn't realize, that it can't go below 1 ETH. It starts at 3 ETH and it goes to 1 ETH, and then it cancels itself out. Okay, and they get the remainder of, and that's what I've read only very recently. I didn't know that before. And they got a whole bunch of attacks on their website. People are saying it's a lie. I believe them. They got a whole bunch of attacks on their website, and people couldn't purchase a CloneX. They couldn't do it for the life of them. And I was watching the Discord live this morning, watching people struggling to buy these NFTs, but other people had no problems at all. Like, we have a friend, Ryan, which is one of the Bread Brothers, and he was saying this morning he kept refreshing the page, had no dramas whatsoever buying his NFTs.
So Ryan's got one now. Ryan's got one now.
Oh,
He made it.
He made it. Ryan made it.
Wait, actually, I take that back. I don't think this rewind. I don't think he actually bought it, but he was telling me that what was being claimed as, an attack, and it's prevented our website from being able to allow people to buy, was false. That's what people are saying on Twitter, and I'm on there defending Artifact Studios, just for the record, just so you know what side of the fence I sit on. Also, because I own 6 of these now, so come on, we're gonna stay on the good side. What happened? So people were saying that they weren't happy, that accusing Artifacts aren't happy that it didn't sell out as fast as they expected. So they pulled out, because what was happening on OpenSea was all the people who held the eligible items would obviously get those 3, and they're currently looking like vials. I should bring this up on a website.
Show us what it looks like.
All right, I'll share screen. I'll bring this up for you guys.
That's awesome. Just to give a bit of a gauge, what's it? Sami, for instance, is not a NFT investor heavily.
Not hardcore.
He's more of a crypto guy, and you guys know that he does mainly TA. But at the same time, this is one of the projects where I've probably said to even Sami that I'm very bullish on, just because it's a project that has been giving from day dot. You know what I mean? We bought, and we've mentioned it previously too, we bought shoes, and then they gave us forging items, and then they gave us physical items, and you know what I mean? Like, they gave us digital items, physical items. They just keep giving. So, and I think they secured a fair bit of money on this one too now, right, Tony, with all their sales?
Well, just off secondary sales, okay, I'll quickly catch everyone up who doesn't know what's going on with CloneX. Right, so you have to own one of their previous eligible items. Could buy Artifact. It could be a collaboration with the MetaKey. It could be a collaboration with Ferocious or Jeff Staple or whatever. And some of these people got this for $200. I think you got in very early as well, Ibi.
Yeah, I got it for about like 1,500 or something. The Ferocious shoe. I can't remember exactly.
These rode from half an ETH all the way up to 15 to 25 ETH, right, to own one eligible item, which would give you 3 mints. Anyway, cut a long story short, this is what they look like now after you redeem it. Right, so
it's like a sperm in a bottle.
Get this.
Sammy, you get a sperm in a bottle, mate. Look at it.
Oh, jeez.
So pre-Sami. So you get this thing right here. You get it's going to give them 3 CloneXs. What are they going to look like? Nobody knows. But what started happening? This was the interesting part. This is all playing out in front of us this morning. We haven't had a chance to really discuss this.
No.
But we were expecting that the people who were still purchasing these items at between 10 and 20 ETH, they get the chance before the Dutch auction to determine the floor price of what these are actually going to be worth.
Yeah.
And it was going for 3.8 ETH, and I was really surprised to see that it wasn't going for it much higher. It makes sense to me now why it didn't, but at the time I was just kind of confused. But what was happening while the Dutch auction was happening is the Dutch auction price, people on OpenSea were undercutting the Dutch auction. So for example, if it went for 2.9 on the Dutch auction, people were selling it for 2.8. And I was just like, why are you being bearish on this? Like, you most likely bought this for higher than 3 ETH to get this eligible item.
Yeah.
You know, like, why are you paper handing it? Anyway, this was happening. And I think it caught everyone by surprise, especially the Artifact team.
Like, I'm shocked myself, to be honest. And you've seen my price predictions that I was saying to this when it happens and how it'll kind of work out. And just using comparison to Mecca, that was there, and I was hoping that Artifact Studios would definitely deliver. Like, and people are still undervalued this, and I still say this to Sami here, and Sami's live with us, right? Sami, if this thing goes down below 2 ETH, I think you should buy one, man.
Just like, ape in, dude. Like, this is a chance. This is what people are not understanding. They're literally paper hand, and this is what happened with Bored Apes as well, where people don't understand how the mechanism works, and people are saying, oh, I didn't have a chance to buy it. You know what, this is your redemption. This is your second opportunity to get a blue chip NFT. This is one of the biggest projects out there. And Tony, how much money did they make on this trade? I mean, this whole
okay, so they made about 40 million US already.
40 million US,
and that's so they're expected to bag about 100 mil if the Dutch auction sold as quick as it did. And there was a few of the part of the team that they said, I think it was Clef GX, or I forgot what his name was, that if they did sell everything as quick as they were able to, because they were saying there's 3,000 people on the site that were trying to buy, right?
Wow.
But they couldn't because they're getting so many attacks. If they did successfully launch it, they would have secured about $100 million.
$100 million. Now, you've seen what they've done. Like, this is just me hypothesizing again. This is Ibby's theories. You've seen what they've done when they didn't have this much money coming into their treasury. Like, they gave us all these physical pieces, and as I said before, digital piece. Imagine what they'll do when they have $100 million sitting in there.
They're very generous. That's what
they are. Very generous. They are very, very generous because they know how to market. That's what's brilliant about these guys. They know how to market things.
Yeah.
Well, let me know when it does go down in 2 ETH. I might be aping in, like you said, if it's a no-brainer.
Well, we've got a mutual friend. He's one of the Bread Brothers, actually, Mossy, that's planning on, if he ever sees it anywhere close to 1 ETH, he's just going to sweep the floor.
I am too.
Go all in.
100%. I'm going to sweep the floor on this because they even have, I don't know whether this is speculative, Tony, maybe you can clarify this for us. They mentioned that they have tokens coming up.
They kind of tight-lipped about it, but there's going to be a token, and this is how I expect it's going to happen. So do you remember what happened with the domain names? Anybody who owned a domain got dropped a token, and people made millions?
Yep.
This is not my thesis, by the way. This is someone else's. That they'll probably drop like 1,000 tokens for anybody who holds whatever amount of NFTs times 1,000.
Wow.
Right, and then that will pump like crazy.
Well, there you go. You know what I mean? So that's why, like, I'm very invested into this. I'm trying to pay attention to it. When the floor hits a certain level, I'll be definitely sweeping myself because
sweeping myself
and the clones.
Amazing. I'll jump off
this.
It
looks sick. It's good art.
Oh, it's really cool because it's going to be the first ever real life avatar, an avatar that you can use in the metaverse, which currently doesn't exist, right? And it can't be used just yet, but it will be. It's a number one fashion brand. If they secure the 100 million, yes, it might not be pretty to start with, and it definitely isn't pretty now. There must be so much pressure on those guys. Like I've been on Twitter, just kind of like defending him a little bit, like give him a chance. Like people haven't been able to respond to all the people on Discord. Another thing, they canned their Discord. They blocked anybody from even speaking because there was so much FUD happening. So what they've done with their auction is they've paused it, and they're going to resume it at 10 a.m. PT time, right?
Oh,
which is probably 9-10 hours away from now.
So Sami, that's a warning for you, but if I was you, I would definitely buy from OpenSea, just because there's a lot of paper hands in the market, and for those people who are going to sell it easy, you deserve to take their clone. You deserve to take their clone. You deserve it.
Deserve to die.
Sami's so bad. Bigs are so big. Oh my god.
Right. I just need to see a chart.
Bigs are so big. I can't speak.
My bags aren't that big.
He doesn't even care about this project. Yeah, you have us carrying your bags everywhere.
Yeah,
that T-shirt that he's wearing is worth $10,000.
I'm holding Sami's nut like a nut, like his left nut, just carrying it for him. Going, here we go.
Oh, sorry. Another thing, just because it was funny. I just got this Apple Watch, the new Series 7 one, just so I can put my NFT on it.
Wow,
what a boss! What a boss!
So you can see that I've got one of the eligible items still there, but I was really excited about putting. Yeah, because you know how the Bored Ape crew were putting their Bored Apes and they're like, what's a Rolex? Who cares about a Rolex?
Doing that too.
Wow, yeah. I'm gonna do that. But I'm a Samsung fan, so I probably need to get a new Samsung watch. But
it's ultimate flex.
It is, and that's what NFTs are. But jokes aside, guys, CloneX, keep an eye out on it. If you've missed the opportunity, like people were complaining about a 15 ETH entry point there. They'll complain that I can't buy this thing, it's too expensive. It's at 1 to 2 ETH. What are you waiting for? And this is to you, Sami. Like I don't know what you're thinking anymore, dude. You should be buying the shit out of that.
It's like peer pressure.
Yeah, but Sami, you have made money whenever I've said to you, ape into that.
Yeah, but technically I haven't actually made any money on NFTs.
Oh, that's a big call, man. Hey, you have not sold yet. That's the difference, right? I
haven't sold yet.
And I'm going to quickly add this and then we'll call it a night, guys. My methodology whenever I buy NFTs is I always try to buy it in multiples, whether it be 1 or 2 or 1 or 5 or whatever out there, whatever I can afford, right? So I was speaking to a friend today and she was asking me, what should I do if I buy a CloneX? And I straight away said to her, I would buy 2. I even said to Ryan as well, I would buy 2. The reason for that is I would flip one just because you need to lock in your profits, like crypto, when you hit the certain targets you need to sell. That's what I would do. And I'll keep one for long term because you just don't know what they're going to do. Because imagine if I sold my Ferocious shoe way earlier than this, and then I wouldn't be where I am now in regards to the gains. So based on the same concept, that's why I always buy in pairs, because it just makes sense to me. Sell one, keep one. Anyway, that's me. Everyone else has their own thing. Anything else, fellas, before I let you guys go?
No, that's it. Let's see what happens.
Let's go CloneX. Let's go CloneX.
CloneX. I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to probably bring El Patron again, or maybe one of the other moderators, And Sammy's not really into NFT, so we're gonna piss Sami off, and we're gonna bring one of the moderators, or maybe two of the moderators, and Tony and I will be speaking to them. That way, it's a bit more up their alley. How does that sound, fellas?
Perfect for me.
Are you guys, so CloneX is growing on Twitter and all the socials and stuff like that. Like you said, it's a big blue chip.
The numbers have increased to 77,000 people who are part of that Discord group. I think it's a bit more now. But it's interestingly, when I was speaking to the mods, they want organic growth. They're not really shilling much. And that's why I think it's going underneath the radar for a lot of people. But as I said, for people like Tony and I, that's probably a good thing, because when he does come out and surprise a lot of people, we'll be smiling. Awesome. Thank you so much, guys. Please remember to like, subscribe. We are Bread Brothers. We're here to help you. So if you have any questions, please ask below. Yeah. All right. Thank you again. See you later. Bye.